National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Felix Moka, joins me on the program this evening. Thank you for joining us. Let's begin by finding out precisely how your party is reacting to concerns raised at the Senate. Is the APC concerned that a presidential security directive appears to be selectively implemented? Senators said they have lost police protection, but that some private individuals retain theirs.
Well, look, Nifemi, all the facts are not on the table yet. I mean, yes, those references were made, but I'm not sure that we have thoroughly investigated all of the aspects to that story to know who and who really are flouting that directive by the president and who is not. The president did not, to my knowledge, did not exclude any VIPs from police withdrawal. It was a universal, command, as I understand it. So if there's anywhere police are still doing this, then the IG of police must, I think, step in to ensure that there is full compliance with that directive.
On Tuesday, I was at the 20th Wale Soyinka Awards for Investigative Reporting, when Professor Soyinka said the president should have sent Seyi Tinubu instead of the Air Force to stop the coup in Benin. It was a clear jab at what he called excessive security around the president's son. Does the APC worry that such optics, in a way, undermine public confidence in this government's call for security sacrifices from others?
Well, yes, I did see clips of Professor Soyinka's comments, but I'm not in any position to verify it. I didn't witness it, so he said it. But Professor Soyinka is an elder statesman, and there are people who will take his word for it. And he stated what he said he saw. But look, that again is not something that I am able to comment on, except that the president's son is also a citizen of this country. And, being the president's son, obviously, we can't also just completely banalize his need for some kind of protection, even though we may all be at risk, but certain individuals are more at risk than others. I mean, not to say anything about his standing or status. I think that I couldn't comment any further on that because I don't have the facts. I wasn't a witness. I don't know what Professor saw that prompted him to make those comments. In any event, what was unfolding in Benin was a very serious regional, crisis that could very easily overflow into Nigeria. So I don't think it's subject for anyone, including Professor Soyinka, to trifle with when it comes to the president's decision to honor the request of the government of Benin to help deal with that immediate, urgent, crisis. I don't think that we should joke around that to suggest that the president should have sent his son to Benin. I get the point he's trying to make, but I think that we also must not overlook the seriousness of the situation that the president had to intervene, and intervened justifiably so in Benin to stave us off what may also snowball into Nigeria.
I get to Mr. Moka, but I am not sure you saw the complete clip. I was there. He actually had nothing with Mr. President intervening. As a matter of fact, he had mentioned that it was good news and that whatever happens in Benin affects us. And then he was being sarcastic when he was talking about what he mentioned, what he called, I think it was quoted to have said, we should not overdo this. But I've also heard people say this in a way weakens the perception of Mr. President's authority within the security system. Should that be a priority for the presidency as we speak if he has given such directive and the Senate is concerned that it's not being adhered to?
Look, like I said, I think all of the facts, those in authority in the police system, I think it behoves on them now to take steps to, verify those suggestions. that certain VIPs continue to enjoy police protection despite the order by the president. The IG is the chief enforcement officer of the police, so he really must investigate that. That is part of their job, to do investigation, to come up with facts and figures, and be able to then ensure that the president's directive is complied with by everyone involved. But I don't think it rises to the level of challenging the president's legitimacy in terms of his leadership of the country, or of the security system. I think that the president has spoken, and I think it behaves. But again, you know how things are done. Sometimes, even when an order is given, it may take a while to trickle down to the mid-level and lowest levels of the authority to be able to ensure compliance. So I think the order is still very fresh, but I'm sure that the police system is rising to the occasion and will eventually comply fully with the order of the president.
Let's talk politics now, and I'm sure